Have you ever noticed how some people seem ageless while others struggle with long-term illness? Imagine a natural science-backed way to switch on your body's own repair systems. What if timing your meals could help clear out damaged cells and spark healthy regeneration? Inside every cell runs a process with the potential to transform health, longevity, and vitality. It is an ancient mechanism now confirmed by modern research. Autophagy is one of the most effective ways to renew your body from the inside out. You are about to learn how to trigger this system simply and safely. No medications, no pricey supplements, just smart choices about when and what you eat. Let's begin. Autophagy, the quiet reset that refreshes your cells. While you sleep, autophagy is the cell's built-in recycling program. In this state, cells break down and reuse worn-out or faulty parts. The word comes from Greek auto, meaning self-infusion, meaning to eat. In practice, autophagy is your internal cleanup crew, removing cellular debris that drives premature aging and disease. When autophagy turns on your cells, sense a pause in incoming nutrients and respond intelligently. They dismantle viruses, bacteria, and other threats hiding inside the cell. They also target cells that are mutating toward cancer or burning out too quickly, clearing them before they create bigger problems. Think of it as biological quality control that trims the weakest links. During a fasted window with glucose not constantly arriving, compromised cells are flagged as liabilities and removed. At the same time, healthier cells adapt and grow more resilient. It is as if your body is continuously replacing worn parts to keep the whole machine running smoothly. Curious how to activate this powerful renewal switch in everyday life? Keep going to see what fasting does behind the scenes and how to use it to your advantage. The magical transformation of your body during fasting. For autophagy to switch on, your system needs a genuine fasted window, long enough for blood sugar and insulin to dip and metabolism to shift. So, what is this state and what does it actually do inside you? After roughly 8 hours without food, the body begins edging from glucose towards stored fat as a primary fuel. By about 12 hours, ketones rise, which many people experience as clearer thinking. Ketones can also temper the hunger drive, so the urge to snack often fades. Around the next stretch, counter-regulatory hormones, such as growth hormone, increase a pattern linked with tissue repair and fat mobilization. In some individuals, markers of inflammation like C-reactive protein may trend downward with regular fasting routines. In men, short fasting windows can transiently influence anabolic hormones, though responses vary. Observational research in breast cancer survivors has also reported that a consistent overnight fast of roughly 13 hours was associated with lower recurrence risk even without altering overall diet. In general, extending a well-tolerated fast tends to magnify these effects. The hidden secret: how blood sugar steers cellular cleanup. Blood glucose is the conductor that cues autophagy. As glucose and insulin fall during a fast, cells receive the signal to begin internal housekeeping, degrading faulty proteins and organelles, recycling parts, and prioritizing repair. This is a deeply conserved survival response shaped by millennia, in which food was not continuously available. When eating is frequent and blood sugar remains elevated for most of the day, that cleanup cycle is postponed again and again, like tossing trash in a room without ever scheduling a pickup. Over time, the backlog of damaged components can feed chronic inflammation and raise disease risk. Structured fasting creates space for glucose and insulin to settle, allowing autophagy to proceed. It is not about deprivation. It is about granting your body dedicated time to perform essential maintenance it cannot complete when nutrients are constantly incoming. Now that you see how fasting lowers blood sugar to unlock cellular renewal, let's walk through what typically unfolds hour by hour as a fast progresses. The surprising chronology: what unfolds hour by hour in a fast? Research indicates that around the 15-hour mark, growth hormone rises meaningfully, a shift linked to tissue repair and fat use. Stay fasted to about 17 hours and your physiology looks inward, sensing limited incoming fuel, and ramping up autophagy, the cellular cleanup and repair program that targets worn or rapidly aging cells. By roughly 24 hours, intestinal stem cells begin supporting renewal of the gut lining. At about 36 hours, fat mobilization intensifies, especially from stubborn abdominal stores, as the body leans harder on stored energy. Approaching 48 hours, adaptations in dopamine receptors help recalibrate the brain's reward circuitry, a useful reset for patterns tied to food cravings. The crest often cited arrives near 72 hours, when broad immune recycling and renewal processes are in full swing. All of this can occur without drugs or costly supplements, simply by giving your system space to do what it is designed to do. The takeaway is profound. You hold a natural lever against chronic disease by timing when you eat. Tailored fasting. Find the right pattern for your goals. You do not need to fast for 72 hours to see meaningful benefits. Match the window to your aim. 3-day water, fast twice per year. A periodic deep clean that targets senescent fast-aging cells. 48-hour fast once each quarter, often chosen to help reset mood and mental clarity. 36-hour fast monthly, a strategic push for those stuck despite diligent weight efforts. 24-hour fast once weekly, the one meal a day approach used weekly, not daily. 12 to 17 hours. Most days the steady, sustainable rhythm many people find easiest skip or shorten during the week before your menstrual cycle. There is no single protocol to follow blindly. The real secret is personalization, choosing a schedule your body tolerates well, and that aligns with your health priorities. Dial it in, stay consistent, and the changes can be transformative. Are there special considerations for women when fasting? The answer may surprise you. Alert for women. What no one told you about fasting in your menstrual cycle. Your menstrual cycle meaningfully shapes how your body responds to intermittent fasting. In the week leading up to menstruation, avoid long fasting windows to protect hormonal balance. This is a critical detail that many fasting guides overlook. Female hormones are highly sensitive to calorie restriction, particularly at certain phases of the cycle. Ignoring this reality can trigger irregular periods, mood changes, and even fertility concerns. The solution is cycled fasting. Adjust your fasting length based on where you are in the month. In the premenstrual week, keep fasts shorter, about 10 to 12 hours, to support hormone stability. During other weeks, you can gradually extend to 14 to 16 hours if you feel well. Always monitor your body's feedback. Watch for red flags such as pronounced fatigue, irritability, or changes in cycle timing, which suggest your fasting window is too aggressive. Respecting these boundaries lets women capture the benefits of autophagy without sacrificing hormonal health. With the fundamentals in place, the next step is learning how to amplify results with strategic nutrition. Autophagy super enhancers, foods that multiply results. What you choose to eat when you break a fast can dramatically influence outcomes. Certain foods can intensify autophagy's advantages, while others can blunt them. Science shows that specific natural compounds can mimic or enhance fasting signals at the cellular level. Think of these as metabolic activators that encourage your cells to continue cleanup and repair even after you have eaten. Fasting alone is not the whole strategy. Pair it with intentional food choices during eating windows to maximize health gains and accelerate progress. In the next sections, we will explore 6 powerful foods frequently used by Dr. Mindy Pelz to stimulate autophagy. Each option is backed by research demonstrating cellular-level benefits. Combining these foods intelligently with your fasting routine can unlock a new tier of vitality and regeneration. Get ready to turn your plate into an ally for cellular renewal. Let's meet the first of these transformative foods. 1. Green tea. The age-old elixir that protects your brain and rejuvenates your cells. Green tea is a classic wellness staple and a far gentler pick for those who prefer to avoid coffee's heavy caffeine hit. In 2019, the journal Nutrients reported neuroprotective benefits linked to green tea, noting that its bioactive compounds can trigger autophagy in exposed cells. In practical terms, it acts as a broad autophagy promoter with potential advantages across many tissues. A related standout is bergamot tea. Work published in 2014 spanning animal and human models showed that bergamot essential oil can induce autophagy in human neuroblasts. What powers these effects? Polyphenols, especially EGCG, epigallocatechin galate, are potent switches for metabolic pathways that govern cellular cleanup and renewal. A daily intake of about 3 to 5 cups of green tea typically delivers meaningful amounts of these compounds. For best results, brew thoughtfully. Steep the leaves for 3 to 5 minutes to extract catechins effectively. A squeeze of lemon can enhance the bioavailability of green tea's antioxidants, helping more of these molecules reach your cells intact. Mastering this simple ritual is a practical way to support brain health and cellular renewal without pills or pricey products. Next, let's look at how a humble cooking oil can serve as a powerful ally against degenerative conditions. 2. Coffee. The daily dose of cellular youth you already consume. Coffee delivers a surprisingly strong push to cellular cleanup backed by research. A 2014 study in Cell Cycle reported that within 1 to 4 hours of drinking coffee, autophagy rose markedly in the liver, skeletal muscle, and heart. To capture these benefits, prioritize organic beans to minimize pesticide exposure, which can add cellular stress rather than relief. Quality control matters in another way to avoid brews contaminated with mold and mycotoxins. There's little value in trying to spark autophagy while introducing additional toxins through inferior coffee. For those practicing intermittent fasting, there's more good news. Plain black coffee generally doesn't break a fast and can fit comfortably within your fasting window. Some people enhance their cup with MCT oil to ease the shift toward fat burning. If you prefer a creamer, check your blood glucose response test to see whether it spikes your levels. Used thoughtfully and sourced well, coffee can be a powerful partner for autophagy and metabolic health. Not a coffee fan. The next drink on the list offers equally compelling advantages. 3. Turmeric with black pepper, the potent duo that reaches deep into your cells. Curcumin, the star compound in turmeric, has remarkable properties for activating autophagy. You can work it into your routine in several ways, from sprinkling ground turmeric over daily meals to opting for organic spices that limit pesticide exposure and protect cellular health. Another smart approach is using fresh turmeric root from health food stores. Add thin slices to green juices, grated into stir fries, or blended into soups. Studies indicate turmeric can boost autophagy in pancreatic cells, supporting the function of this critical organ. Evidence continues to grow. For example, a 2019 investigation into tick-borne infections reported that curcumin curtailed pathogen proliferation by triggering apoptosis and cellular autophagy. The real key, however, is absorption. Pairing turmeric with black pepper dramatically enhances curcumin's bioavailability, helping these active molecules penetrate more deeply into cells and amplify their effects. A practical guideline: combine 1 teaspoon of turmeric with 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. This pairing can raise absorption by as much as 2,000%. With these tools in hand, the next step is learning simple ways to weave them into everyday meals so you sustain autophagy's benefits over time. 4. Olive oil, the liquid gold that fights Alzheimer's and prevents cancer. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just a kitchen staple. It also shows striking potential to promote autophagy. To capture its benefits, choose organic fresh oil and check the aroma before use. If it smells stale or paint-like, it is oxidized. Avoid storing bottles on warm countertops or in bright cupboards for long periods because oxidation rises with heat and light. Once oil turns rancid, it no longer supports autophagy and can instead drive harmful cellular inflammation. Heat handling matters. Never take olive oil to the smoking point in a pan. The moment it smokes a once healthy fat, can degrade into pro-inflammatory compounds that stress your cells. Kept within gentle cooking temperatures or used raw olive oil aligns far better with cellular cleanup and repair. Research is especially intriguing regarding brain health. Studies report that olive oil influences beta amyloid and tau proteins, key players in Alzheimer's, suggesting a protective effect against this devastating condition. Investigations have also examined olive oil's impact on metastatic osteosarcoma, pointing to potential anti-cancer benefits. Make it a daily habit. Use olive oil liberally in salads, drizzles, and low-heat dishes, and consider a tablespoon per day straight. Many people even take that spoonful during a fasting window, as high-quality olive oil may help potentiate autophagy. Up next is the final superfood, with remarkable power to activate cellular cleansing. 5. Avocado, the miracle fruit that tames hunger and speeds autophagy. Avocado is a near-perfect choice for breaking a fast because its abundant healthy fats make the first post-fast meal deeply satisfying, leading with fat blunts the hunger hormone response and reins in rebound eating. The method is straightforward. Eat fat first, then wait about an hour before having anything else. You'll notice that the urge to make up for fasting with a huge meal fades, and the foods you thought you craved lose their pull. The simplest way to use this is to split an avocado and enjoy it immediately after your fasting window. For an even stronger effect, pair it with probiotic-rich foods to create a powerful gut metabolism synergy. A spoonful of sauerkraut or a topping of kimchi over avocado amplifies the benefits. This pairing not only helps keep autophagy signaling active a bit longer, it also restocks beneficial microbes. Feeding those friendly bacteria right after a fast sets the stage for ongoing fat loss, steadier energy, and broader health gains. Pure cocoa. Cocoa, the backbone of chocolate, quietly packs a potent autophagy-stimulating punch that most people overlook. Even industry laboratories, including Mars, have investigated chocolate's influence on cellular cleanup, acknowledging its health potential. That doesn't mean reaching for sugary milk bars loaded with additives. The goal is a clean cocoa source where the leading ingredients are pure cocoa or cacao and cocoa butter. As a rule, the darker the bar, the higher the cocoa content and the stronger the autophagy support. Evidence backs this up. A 2009 paper in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry reported that cocoa robustly promoted autophagy in liver cells. In practical terms, a modest square of high-quality dark chocolate may help your body's internal housekeeping systems do their job. To maximize benefits, choose bars with at least 70% cocoa, ideally organic, and keep portions small but consistent. A daily taste of premium dark chocolate can be a satisfying way to complement your autophagy-friendly routine. It's a rare pleasure that also advances cellular health from the inside out. And what about your go-to morning beverage? Could it amplify autophagy as well? Transform your life. How to weave autophagy into your day with ease. Building autophagy into your routine doesn't require drastic overhauls. Begin with a simple schedule. Eat within an 8 to 10 hour window and leave 14-16 hours for fasting. Many people find it easiest to delay the first meal until midday. When you do break the fast lead with autophagy-friendly foods, especially healthy fats, choose one day each week to stretch the fast to 24 hours to give cellular cleanup an extra push. Reserve longer fasts for occasional use aligned with specific health goals. Consistency beats intensity. Autophagy responds best to a steady rhythm, not sporadic extremes. Keep a brief log of how you feel during and after each fast, then fine-tune your plan accordingly. Remember, bodies differ. What's effective for one person may need adjusting for another. Listen to your signals and speak with a healthcare professional before starting or modifying a fasting regimen. The healthcare revolution is in your hands. Awaken autophagy today. You've reached the end of this guide to harnessing fasting and autophagy for profound health gains. You now hold knowledge many still lack in how to trigger your body's built-in repair systems. Best of all, this tool is accessible to everyone, regardless of age or budget. You don't need costly drugs or exotic supplements to activate autophagy, only the know-how you've just learned. Picture life with steady energy, sharp thinking, and freedom from chronic complaints. That vision isn't hype. It's a realistic outcome supported by research and real-world results. Lasting change won't come solely from laboratories. It comes from rediscovering your biology and honoring your body's natural rhythms. Each fast instructs your cells to work smarter, removing damaged or potentially dangerous cells, replacing them with vibrant new ones, recalibrating metabolism to burn fat more efficiently, and balancing hormones naturally. Start small today with shorter fasts and extend them as your body adapts. Fold the 6 autophagy-boosting foods into your meals to amplify the effect. Watch your energy rise, your mind clear, and stubborn issues begin to loosen their grip. This is your chance to steer your health more powerfully than any system can do for you. The capacity to heal is already within you, ready to be activated by the practices you now understand. There's no better moment than now to begin your most resilient, vibrant self is only a fast away.